this is not bad luck. Good evening. Okay. So I read this on behalf of the Executive Director of the National Theatre, Ms. Amy Appiah Frimpong, who is unavoidably away. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and honored artists, all protocols duly observed. Good evening, and welcome to this historic night of recognition for our performing artists here in Ghana. It is with immense pride and joy that we gather tonight to celebrate the incredible talent, dedication, and creativity that our artists bring to the stage and beyond. Tonight marks the first ever national recognition event of its kind by the National Theatre of Ghana, a milestone that signifies our collective commitment to honoring and uplifting the arts. This evening, we celebrate not just the performers, but the spirit of creativity that enriches our culture, strengthens our communities, and inspires us all. The arts have always been a vital part of our heritage, reflecting the diverse and vibrant tapestry of Ghanaian life. From traditional dances and music to theater, our artists have continually pushed the boundaries through compelling stories and brought our rich culture to the stage. As we recognize the outstanding achievements of our performers tonight, we also look forward to the future. Next year, we will introduce criteria for special awards, ensuring that excellence in the arts is celebrated and encouraged in a structured and meaningful way. This initiative will not only highlight the exceptional work being done, but also inspire the next generation of artists to pursue their passions with vigor and dedication. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all artists, art organizations, program organizers, sponsors, and supporters who have made this event possible. Your unwavering support and belief in the power of the arts are what makes a night like this possible. Please join the board and staff of the National Theatre to take this time to celebrate, to be inspired, and to commit ourselves to furthering the arts in Ghana. Together, we can ensure that our cultural heritage continues to thrive and that our artists receive the recognition and support they so richly deserve. The arts have value. Thank you, and enjoy the evening.
Having to follow an act like Aditya and I call him Numwe becomes a problem. They should have had me read mine first. Tonight we launch something new, and we hope that it will help build a new direction for the performing arts for Ghana. Over decades in this country, many performing arts practitioners have given us happy times, have uplifted us in tough times, have made good times happy ones, have soothed our environment, have taught us lessons, and have built us partnerships of all kinds. This is the character of the performing arts and the many practitioners of it. We choose to begin the process of redeeming ourselves for posterity as a nation and a people by celebrating many of them tonight. It is important that we all note that this is the beginning. This does not end. It does not end because there will be many more names out there to recognize and appreciate. Not all names made the limelight, but they performed nonetheless, and we enjoyed it. So we begin a process of highlighting them. For us at the National Theatre, it is important that we recognize as many across the spectrum as possible. It affirms our new direction and asserts our calling to promote and develop the performing arts. It also affirms our vision to be the beacon of the performing arts for Ghana. Many of these men and women we celebrate today, named and unnamed, picture or no picture, spent almost all of their lives putting out the best of their God-given talents as professionals. They did it when there was no recognized spaces. There were no recognized spaces of modern repute. Spotify, YouTube, Netflix, the multiplicity of TV and radio stations, the internet, and social media. Some left us poor because we didn't regard their wares as worthy of appropriate pay. I repeat, some left us poor because we didn't regard their wares as worthy of appropriate pay. Many left unrecognized because we didn't think their work was a big deal, whether they were the frontline performer or writer, or they were the lead guitarist, drummer, supporting act, or stage manager. We cannot reverse many things, but we can do what we must do. Here, in a major infrastructure like this, the National Theatre, for performances, how many of us, connoisseurs of the arts as friends or practitioners, thought about those who managed the facilities or created and built the sets when we watched Kojo Antwi, Tommy Annan Forson, or Santo and the Concert Party? How many of us thought about those behind the scenes, making sure that the air conditioners worked, swept these places? And so today, it is my privilege to launch on behalf of the board and management and staff of the National Theatre of Ghana a new phase in our thinking. It is synchronized with the theme of our first annual Conference of the Performing Arts, of which this event, dubbed Darren Gudia Daga National Theatre, is a part. And the theme is We Have Value. This event is a part of the conference. We've chosen Darren Gudia Daga National Theatre, which is Hausa, to appreciate the diversity of Ghana. It translates to a night of appreciation at the National Theatre. We intend to make it part of the calendar of the artistic year of the National Theatre going forward. As part of the Conference of the Performing Arts being held annually, a competitive award ceremony is going to be added, as was talked about by the Executive Director. In the coming days and weeks, the criteria for the variety of awards and the mode of the ceremony will be discussed, arranged, and made public. A timetable will be publicized to prepare all who would be interested in putting their works forward. It is our hope that practitioners, financiers, and friends of the performing arts will support this dynamism and propel this into being with only success as the objective. As far as I've learned over the years, as someone who's always eager to encourage and promote achievement, our elders saying that Nipaya Dea Osayeyi, an adage made famous by one of my favorite performance artists, Pat Thomas, whom I acknowledge as one of our achievers to appreciate. We must live by it and do it. Nipaya Dea Osayeyi. One day, it may be our turn. Let me take this opportunity to lay the ground rules for tonight. We're not giving out plaques. We are not giving out plaques. We are not issuing certificates. We are not giving mullah, otherwise known as money, or gold bars. And God knows I wish we could, because every one of these names deserve it. We are, however, remembering as many of the many people in the different areas of the performing arts as possible. Drama and all areas, including poetry or spoken word, and all the backenders who write scripts, etc. Dance and all the differing types. Music, as in orchestral, bandstand, These days, bandstand is a Kolo word. And our own traditional ones. Names will be scrolled on the screens. In cases where we're able to get pictures, they will be added. The drama, dance, and orchestra folks here at the National Theatre will offer a rendition of our history. They will highlight some names as they do so. There are some names we will easily recognize. There are others we might need prompting for. There are yet others we probably never heard of. It is for all these that we're here this evening. Let us together celebrate them and prepare to add names you remember who may not be mentioned. You may email them immediately to info@acpagh.org. info@acpagh.org. They will be added to our compilation for the Wall of Performing Arts Achievers we will be mounting in a ceremony soon. Help make it happen. Tonight, I launch this celebration with a list of my own. Permit me to take advantage. After all, as the saying goes, everybody they chop for a worksite. And forgive me if I don't mention even more names than I will. I first recognized the pioneering female producer, Gloria Abachireba Addison, otherwise known as Sweet Gloria, who created two famous bands of her time, 121 Zuri and Dutch Bengalows. Her other claim to fame is her famous son, Kweku Baako, my friend. Other great names, A.A. Adofu, Nana Kwame Ampedu. All week I've talked about Minna Efwa Sutherland, Evans Hunter, Super Odi, Upia and the Jaguar Jokers, Ray Ellis, who serenaded us with piano music on GBC. GBC itself must be recognized for what it's done for the performing arts in times when we didn't have as many channels as we do today. Middleton Menz, a name I liked because of how he looked and the name itself. Bob Cole and others of blessed memory. I had the privilege of meeting the legendary Mark Tonto of Osibisa fame. Today, there are more I will mention, and these are people who are alive and who I have had the privilege of knowing. Jeduble Ambole, Dr. Neodoe Odoe of Plus 233, Bessa Simons, Antiama of Concert Party fame, Fritz Bafo, an artist of many capacities and parts, my own Professor A.C. Sutherland Ade, a lead advocate for the performing arts, Reggie Rockstone, the pioneer hip-lifer who was also a dancer in his earlier life, along with Ajite Soa and Dr. Terry Bright Fusu. I close with Ako Tete, who's in the crowd somewhere, worked here, who has produced plays and worked here at the National Theatre. Akofa Gianni, Jifa Gomashi, Kweku Sintim Misa, my own Abeku Sego, and Fred Amugi. There are many more names, even here at the National Theatre, Maoli Semevo, and a host of others. Many more will be recognized this evening. Let's have a beautiful time. Let's enjoy ourselves. And let's continue to recognize all of the people we can think of. Every single one of them matters. Thank you.
Allô, chef. Zando adoshi powder, li, zando emalali male, fofali nyegba. Zando adoshi powder, li, zando emalali male, fofali nyegba. Zando adoshi powder, li, zando emalali male, fofali nyegba. Zando adoshi powder, li, zando emalali male, fofali nyegba. Zando adoshi powder, li.
On it for me. I will sing. When I'm done singing, I'll come then you
Sando Sando adoshi powder. Sando emalali male fofali nyegba. Sando adoshi powder. Sando emalali male fofali nyegba.
My people, Grandpa says, before the white man came, they used to gather under the big onyina tree, under the moonlight, to tell a story.
Eglinava. Yes, it's us. Wow.
One hello, no tau.
Very famous. He was happy. This woman would not bear him. They still could not have a son. So they decided to consult the oracle. For the oracle to consult
I was there that very day. I was there. Ingbenye kembo na nyomye.
Miubenye kembo na nyomye.
Ingbenye kembo na nyomye.
Miubenye kembo na nyomye.
Baba bite.
Ingbenye kembo na nyomye.
Baba bite.
Ingbenye kembo na nyomye.
Baba bite.
Ingbenye kembo na nyomye.
how do you consult the gods?
Tambele bae.
Abele bae. Abele bae.
Tambele okekele.
Kabele baja chuke ya wono buye. Kabele baja chuke ya wono buye. Abele bae. Abele bae.
Onyakele okekele.
Kabele baja chuke ya wono buye. Kabele baja chuke ya wono buye. Kabele baja chuke ya wono buye.
This is how we tell our story. Enjoy ourselves. That is how we are. But if one gossip will lead to the other, of course, famous Santa will be very frustrated. Try as they did in their steadfastness, the man still could not bear him. He decided one day to go to the forest and depart.
Why? Why do you want to do this to yourself?
Hey. Look, I am tired. I am tired of all this humiliation. I'm tired.
Your soul. Your soul is patient. But you are stubborn.
Is that why the gods, the ancestors have neglected me?
The ancestors take their instructions from the gods.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
All the same, the gods will do your wish.
Oh.
Go, a happy man.
Oh.
Go.
Yo.
Go.
Yo.
A happy man.
Yo. Yo.
The poet once said, I believe that you wish that this beautiful story continues.
Yes. Hey. Oh, de kwawe, de kwawe, nyama bani kwa yami da na sunata. De kwawe, de kwawe.
Maure Opoku.
J.C. de Graft.
Yao Asari.
Ansong Menu.
Sandy Arcus.
Asiedu Yirenchi.
Ama Ata Edu.
Efo Kojo Maugbe.
J.H.K. Nketia.
William Anku.
Saka Akwe.
Paul Haliba.
Mark Tonto.
John Gisenu.
N.Z. Nayo.
Ken Kafui.
Evans Omar Hunter.
Kofi Oni.
Agnes Dapa.
Albert Jackson Davis.
Papo Thompson.
Sophia Loco.
Kofi Bachman.
Solomon Sampa.
Abe Okai.
Papa Youngson.
C.K. Man.
Kiki Jan.
William Tamaklo.
And Komla Amwako. May their souls rest in perfect peace. Thank you.
Yes. Okay.
Ashu.
So, This is how our ancestors were living their lives before the white man came.
Hey! Stop there. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We didn't end there. We learned almost the full of it from A to Z. But creative and talented as we were then and even are today, we pulled the alphabet into sulfur notations and we were able to create and compose our first hymn.
Microphone. No, I'm just.
Indeed, it was the triumph of his grace. Still, under the positive influence of the white man, we learned a thing, two, or more. We thought it wise that we've been able to use the ABC to form something magical, and that is the first hymn. So there was the need for us to speed it up and see how well, as natives, we will be able to move the body in that melodious tune. Hence, ladies and gentlemen, we have the rock and roll. This we enjoyed. Very beautiful. Trying to live under the influence of the Western culture. But then if we have been able to use the A, B, C, D, E, and F, and then going to G, to form sulfur notations and to create and compose music out of it, there was this awesome gentleman. As we speak, he's seated at the back there. You will never see him because in spirit, he's here with us. He says we have been able to use the alphabet to compose music. Of course, our first hymn, he enjoyed it and will not sit unconcerned. And will also be able to use the letters, fuse them, put them together into words, and then create phrases and clauses, put them into meaningful sentences, and of course, bring out what they call script. Ladies and gentlemen, this he did, and we had our first script, the Republic of Ghana, Blinkards by Kobna Sechi.
Jim? Oh, don't call me Jay. Call me Ducky. Jay is too common. Even some of the kids call their wife Jay. Mrs. Gash, my friend at Seabird, always refers to her husband as Ducky.
Dax.
Oh, don't call me Dax. Call me Ducky. Mr. Gash always have said Ducky, not Dax. Call me Ducky, and I will call you darling, as Mrs. Gash always do.
Ducky.
Oh, darling, you're such a dear. I will kiss you.
No.
Oh, darling.
No. The servant is around. What will he think? He doesn't know what kissing is about. He might think you are trying to bite me or something worse. Please, he's a fancy amongst fancies. You should know that.
I don't care about the servants. Nobody cares for what the servants take in England. Mrs. Gash always kisses her husband whenever he's extra nice. So I will kiss you.
No, you will not kiss me.
Oh, darling, I want to kiss you.
You've had enough kissing for a day.
It's not enough for me, darling. I want to kiss you. I don't care about the servants. I'm going to kiss you, darling.
You will not kiss me.
With all this been said and done, we were able to get something out of Blinkards. So beautiful, ladies and gentlemen, if you just joined me, I'm chronicling the life history of who and what we are and what we have become. Taking you on a journey all the way from the what? From the past, coming down to the present, and then I'll try as much as possible to give you how we will look in the near future. So we have music. And of course, we've been able to see our first script, Blinkards. But there was this fine, awesome gentleman. He says, yes, everything that we've been able to see with the ABCD putting together to form music, one coming in by way of script, and another on the rock and roll, we are still under the influence of the white man. There is the need for us to create our own. He says, Yen ara yena sasini. And I'm talking about Ephraim Amu. Very stubborn in nature. But his creative thoughts and pattern moved in the direction of the flute. That is the bamboo flute. And of course, that enterbane. And that this sound and many other sounds, he was able to bring out his creative idea. Every single personality on the face of the earth is seen to be stubborn. But times and in moments like this, once your stubbornness is that positive, we learn a thing or two from it. He was so stubborn that he was the first man who said, I'm not going to wear anything foreign to church. So he was introduced and probably invited to go and preach. And there he wore a native cloth to go and stand as the first moderator of the Presbyterian church to preach, and he was sacked. Of course, you can sack a man, but not his ideas and creative patterns. So having distinguished himself as indeed Ephraim Tata Amu, says this is our land. Yen Ara, Yen Asasini. With that he was able to compose our first local national anthem, Yenara Asasini. Man be oh ya many me many yambra ye. That is what Tatamu said. But you see, his own compatriot also sat and listened carefully to these words. He said, locally, my brother, you have been very good. But there is a need to teach and to show the outside world that we indeed are capable of managing our own affairs. And for us to understand how patriotic we can be, that awesome gentleman said, I will also want to bring the interests of this beautiful nation to the whole world to see. There is a need for us to call the attention of Obononkwa, the Creator God, to bless this nation. So we had Philip Beho. He says, if you have been able to localize this, I will make sure that I give it a foreign appeal. Hence, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Ghana by Dr. Philip Beho. At this point, I will humbly crave every single personality to be upstanding as we pay glowing tribute and respect to the national anthem of the good people of the Republic of Ghana. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please enjoy the comfort of your seats and help us to resist the oppressor's rule. Yes, indeed, in oppression, we were able to learn a few things from that. And this, we identified ourselves after calling for the blessings of the Lord God Almighty upon this nation. Then the tone was set. After independence, there was joyous moments, place excitement, everybody happy and all of that. Then gave the birth of what we call the high life. But you see, we have our own fusion, the traditional fusion of our own style of music, and of course, that of the Western style of music. Then gave birth to one awesome gentleman. Ladies and gentlemen, Jacob Sam. Jacob Sam with the Kumasi Trio. They sat together and then formed a particular style of music only for the elite. And of course, we know that the elite in society are those in the higher class. So there is a need for them to create that kind of music or compose music for them. So how did they coin it? They say, high life. Out of it, gave birth to E.T. Mensah, King Bruce, and ladies and gentlemen, Jerry Hansen. This evening, we are privileged to have the son of the late Jerry Hansen, Jerry Hansen Jr.
I will give my best. You will give your best. We will give our best for beautiful Ghana. Where can happiness? Yes, I must confess. All must give their best for beautiful Ghana. United farmers and workers of Africa, God will bless you wherever you are. Where can happiness? Yes, I must confess. All must give their best for beautiful Ghana.
Welcome Openers for a beautiful Ghana. 3 E.T. Mensah, Ken Bruce, and of course, Jerry Hansen. They set the tone for 3 others and many more to follow. Then came Konimo, Donina Band, we had Bob Cole, and of course, our own man who tells a song or tells a story through a song, ladies and gentlemen, Nana Kwame Ampedu. Be abide.
Come on. Yeah. Baby, 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 I love you, baby. Baby, 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 I love you, baby. Give me one more chance. 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 Send your love down to me, darling. Send your love down to me, honey. Come on now and kiss me. I love you, baby. Baby, 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 yeah. Ha, 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 ha. Hala time. Eba. Come on. Woo. Bo. Bo, bo, bo. Bo, suwe. Abo, bo, 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 bo. Bo, suwe. Abo, abo, bo, bo, bo. Bo, suwe. Abo, bo, 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 suwe. Eba. To be, to be, to be, to be. Angwanume, angwanuma nadia sayo, angwanume, angwanuma nadia sayo, angwanume, angwanuma nadia sayo. Kebobaya, Kebobaya, da da. Kebobaya, 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 da da. Da da da, min tamale. Oraiti, kewe bife. Kebobaya, 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 da da.
This, indeed, is another generation. We trickle it all down to have a bite. This Anampedu, we come to Daddy Lumba, and of course, we zero in to our present-day musicians. Please enjoy.
Mambo ajo wasotiase mambo ajo ye asotiase mambo ajo Sotiase mambo ajo. Thank you. Come on. Me and me need you there. Me saw me you. Me and me need you there. Me saw me you. Me and me need you there. Me saw me you. Ooh, them ma. Ooh, them ma. Me and me need you there. Me saw me you. Me and me need you there. Me saw me you. Ooh, them ma. I've been what? Me and me did there. Me saw me you. Me and me did there. Me saw me you. Ooh, them ma. Ooh, them ma. Me and me did there. Me saw me you. Me and me did there. Me saw me you. Ooh, them ma. Ooh, them ma.
Monchana Makumuseka, Munkomatima Kimajai, Mebamo, Mikamo, and Wani Machimo. Meba Monchana Makumuseka, Munkomatima Kimajai, Mebamo, Mikamo, and Wani Machimo.
Yeah, what's that cool president? I'm so see a plan, babe. Ninko feel I'm a country. Now send me proof any my babe, poppy, baby, pop. The way so see a plan, babe. Ninko feel I'm a country. Now send me proof any my babe, poppy, baby, pop.
Just a one cut.
Jump up high, just a muscle pie. And you 1 time, 2 times, after the biggest sisters to die. Also drop and raise your grace, now brown to a case cry. Who am I? What's it? The friend, let you laugh for me. I didn't need to bomb. I think he's going, he crazy. I tell you, that man that is super oldie. I think, mom said, now all you, the shake. Let's go over who now oldie. But hey, Araba, and right here, they move, go baba. Say I'm a friend. And Dada, no come back on again, this is all your wild, oh. But if you're the jack man, now grow. Hey, they say, be more bro. What they pass, they just sign and it's rocking it. I want to every war, but I never say I drinking was soon you. Bonnie, what you bound? I want to every war, but I never say I drinking was soon you. Hey, which I will go now. Machinchi, aha. Can you have yourself? Mananti, my bread. Which I will go now. Machinchi, my bread. Man, you be a sour. Mananti, my bread. I will go. As I'm a to me, I shall me, I to me, Miami, get to you. Over to my swab, Wait, brother, me see, me will very bad. Me survive my time, me try. Me want to see a whoop, wouldn't be family boy, children, only the share. Mama, I'm here, wouldn't be there. I got here, between one and two. We keep it down, that go cut, I can't sell it. And that's what I'm telling you, that's what we want. Yeah, just a while. Say, oh, what you get one. It's a bit of what you get. Magic what to my brother. I feel I'm always said, who don't get tomatoes, not from the reactor. Jimmy is a say, baby. Get me more power for us, everybody. Who shall be one? Casa, man, no casa. Man, you're yourself.
Uja me wanna, the chinchi, my bread. Man, you yourself, manante, my bread. I will go. Yako, may you come there. Me from me want to tell. Me don't run to my back. I will pass your papa. Utuntum say yo. Maswa guano, my what's your wow. She your bad penny. Miss Bambani, which I didn't want to get in the kind of shower. I know for poor, the sense of charming. I said, you made to when we go who got go visit the temple, the Latin, the why is that soon? Which is soon as soon. Who you want to go? Yeah, we said, I was just here. When you go to Sky, when you feel by the about, yeah, try to what's a day. What about the shed yet? See that, no, snap, pepe, the name Kukum Kaka, or the Messama, Menche. Okay, now if you are made in Ghana, say, oh, everybody. Let me see your highlight dance. Let's go. Hey. Highlight time. Okay. That's right. And you're with it. See, they say I smile too much. I'm way too hot. I'm too spirited. I'm cool tempered. They say my dance is silly. My girls I hit you. I love my soccer. All my ladies taste like sugar. I'm made in Ghana. You can take me to London, but I'm made in Ghana. You can take me to Lagos, but I'm made in Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. You can take me to London, but I'm made in Ghana. Hey, take me to Lagos, but I'm made. Fly the best Coca, a boga unity, yeah, on the car. Like I said, West I shall get a temperature. Now you put on myself pocket pressure. Nice to see you, Dida. I shall wash your love, you be one. For suits, yes, so when I treat the best, I have to say that fast, so yeah. So, Rastaman say one go. From bullet to a crowd, one so. You know, city, one go. Tell the world any fire, one go. Father, one day, they want chop rango. But some few ones day, they want show. Gotta be the gateway. Yeah, you know, Ghana, so I was something that I show. That's what I am, Mexica, and we ain't trading for. So that I don't go over to the land. You could say, you know why you miss out. Oh my God, I'm made in Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. You can take me to London. I'm made in Ghana. You can take me to Lagos. But I'm made in Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. You can take me to London. But I'm made in Ghana. I take me to Lagos. Everybody, I tried it. Let's go. Hey, I tried it. Over fried rice anytime. Fufu over pizza, any size. Kente over lane, any size. High life over hip hop, but twice. Yes, chef Kumasi, Koja Yesem. East Eco, Koja Yesem. And I am Propaganda, and Chemta, DC, man, the Java Yesem. As I see Pocho, I go pro. Give me the Expo. My big toe farmers, for your guys, your respect for sure. Ghana's about to rise, the running line, and stay close. The best feed of people on the ready. Let's go. We need my watching. Get prostitute. I'm made in Ghana. You can take me to London. I'm made in Ghana. You can take me to Lagos. But I'm made in Ghana. You can take me to London. Take me to Lagos, but I'm made in Ghana. gentlemen. Space. Chair 2. Come on, you're steady. Mama. Ghana.
We will now call the roll of our distinguished honorees in the arts whom we are blessed and fortunate to still have amongst us. Martin Ousu.
David Donto.
Grace Omabo.
Fred Amogi.
Augustine Abbey.
Seth Asari Newman.
Drew Riverson Jr.
Ishak Al Mumuni.
Esther Ofe.
Akofa Ejeni Asiedu.
Mauli Semevo.
Jifa Glipoi.
Edinam Atachi.
Osei Ajimang.
David Amu.
Ako Tete.
Millicent Ewuku Mensah.
Jeduble Ambule.
Kojo Entry.
Nana Akwoko Sapon.
Doris Kuonu.
Akuno Dake.
Koko Amatefio.
And AC Sutherland Ade.
Are we enjoying ourselves? Beautiful, please clap for yourselves at this point. Clap for yourselves. You've been awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, with all that is happening around us, with our exposure to the Western world, and of course, our own traditional art forms, we creatively eased without sweat into the concert party vein. But in all of these, there were a group of awesome people who formed a movement. It was indeed a very positive one. And this movement was led by our own grandma and Professor Ifwa Sutherland. Ladies and gentlemen, through the artistic research, we're able to come out with Tehinta, Idufa, and many other notable Anansi stories, out of which she wrote The Marriage of Anansiwa.
I understand my son Anansi at all. Why does he want an outdooring ceremony for Anansiwa all of a sudden? Eh? No school people say you have thrown these things aside. Very well, throw them aside. But wait until 5 years after the girl has become a woman and they say adore her. That's not good custom keeping in anybody's world. No.
Hey, oh, Aya, are you already here? I can see you are keeping your eyes wide open to make sure nothing goes wrong with your grandchild Anansiwa's outdooring. Come, Brother Koho. Papa Koho. See, we will be bringing her outdoors in just a few minutes.
I'm saying that I can't see why Kweku is doing this at all. If time for doing something passes by, it has passed by there.
Aya, I have been trying hard to explain this to you, that if this grandchild of yours is going to marry a chief, it is our duty to prepare her in every way we can for the position she's going to occupy in the palace.
Okay, whatever it may be. I'm happy to see my Ananswa conducting herself in a manner that graces a woman. Ekua, you don't know what feelings are breaking and ebbing like waves inside me because of this ceremony we are performing. This wave brings happiness. Yes. That one, pride, and yet another, sadness. Ekua, it is true that you and I are here doing all we can for Ananswa. But when I think of the person who should be here as well, bustling around her is her own mother, then my sister Ekua. A wave of sorrow crests up inside me, mangling my innards. And it isn't as though she's where we could send a telegram to say come. No. It isn't as though we could send a messenger by taxi to fetch her. Death has done some wickedness.
I am on my knees begging you. Please stop this. I don't think you want to ruin Ananswa's joy.
Is she enjoying what we are doing for her? Does she like this outdooring of hers?
She's enjoying everything. That she keeps asking questions to. I'm even surprised.
Very well. Where is that woman?
Auntie Christian Ayama. Yes. And she's dressing up her child. In fact, she has nearly finished dressing up her hair.
Tell her she mustn't ruin my grandchild with too much fanciful dressing. That woman is senselessly extravagant.
We don't have time to discuss her now.
It is what we know to be beautiful that we are doing for you. Today, this old lady will dance. Marama Nansweya. Marama Nansweya. Sika Fatania. Aboa Fatania. Yam Fatania. Grandchild, in your name we have sprinkled sweet palm oiled yam. We have touched your lips with an egg to invoke blessings for you, and we have adorned you in gold to honor you. Today, this old lady will really dance. Beautiful, we have done for
and you have done it perfect.
Thank you.
Indeed, ladies and gentlemen, was an excerpt coined from the marriage of Ananswa. We are still traveling. We've had a bite, a taste of our own music. We have drama, but someone is asking, where will dance be? And this very evening, how do we tell our stories, our traditional art forms? without body movement.
Movement serves as the traditional dance. Yes, that those watching and listening to the story shake themselves when body movement comes in. Well, history has it that in the northern part of Ghana, there was a great drought. So men were dressed as women to enter the shrine to pray to the god of the land, Tingbana, for rain and for forgiveness. The day they prayed, a lot, the windows of heaven was open, and they had great rain in Tingbana. Yeah. Yes. It felt so much that the valleys were wet and slippery. Bamaya means valley, wet valley. Bama means valley. Ya means wet. Bamaya, the valley is wet.
Some stories were told by some hunters during their experience in their expedition. As a hunter went to the forest to hunt, and whilst hunting, he saw a group of antelopes doing some strange movements. The hunter hid and watched them closely. He later went home, told his people about what he saw, and he taught them the dance. Whilst teaching them, he told them that he saw what the antelopes did. This dance or this movement is now called the Adowa, which is performed by both men and women, and is also performed at ceremonies like marriage ceremony, and funerals and festivals.
About how warriors run into a group of animals or dwarfs, practicing peculiar movements. For example, the origin of Agbaja has it that the spiritual leader of a group of Ewe led his people to the beach to perform ritual, and they saw a flock of white seabirds in a flight, gracefully flapping their wings across the sea. And when they returned from the performance, they started practicing the movement of the birds, and this gave birth to Agbaja. Horodio!
Gratitude indeed it's been. Ladies and gentlemen, our story began by taking a critical look at the history of our traditional theater and of course our trending theater. And this is how we came to appreciate the efforts of the National Theater, being a repository of all events that culminate from the past to the present and gracefully easing us into the future. In brief, we have told the story of our history from the past to the present, and I believe you have what it takes to enjoy that into the future. And in so doing, the National Theater, ladies and gentlemen, has thence become the platform not only for recognizing but appreciating the art forms of our traditional performing arts through the changing scenes of time. This indeed has been our story. A look at music, drama, and dance. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, we'll bring back Ajit Anand and his gracious call to acknowledge and appreciate few of our heroes. Please, let's appreciate them.
So we continue with our living heroes. Ben Abdallah.
Kwao Ansa.
William Addo.
Grace Norte.
Pat Thomas.
Terry Bright Ofosu.
Grace Jagbate Lane.
Oni Kwesoa.
Awo Asiedu.
Bernard Akwe Jackson.
Atipa Afadina.
Patience Kwakwa.
Amy Apia Frimpong.
Akosua Abdallah.
Ni Saidoko.
Brahima Wafara.
Kwesi Kumsing.
Ebo White.
Johnson Edu.
Teresa Tete.
George Hagan.
Ni Adokwe Moffat.
Michael Atipo.
Magnus Kofi Amwati.
Abei Kosego.
Fifi Coleman.
George Kwe.
Clemento Suarez.
And Na Ashoko Mensadoku. Thank you.
I don't hear the applause. The best part of the Bobobo dance when they do that. Now we're coming to wrap up, but we're going to wrap up with somebody we have mentioned tonight. In fact, two people, and we want you to enjoy it as a way of applauding them, thanking all the people we've mentioned in pictures and names, and praying that we continue in this manner to continue to appreciate our people. We're inviting on stage Mr. Jeduble Ambule and Dr. Terry Bright Ofosu. Today be today. This one is impromptu, so you two, you must enjoy yourselves. Terry Bright Ofosu, Doctor. Abade. You are backed by Terry Bright. He's going to give you some dancing.
About the bull fruit, about the two bear, I know you're cargo, about the pound, I know you're two side. Someone not crying about her, something soon not crying about him, but then when I'm crying down, something soon not crying. Yeah, I don't know, so these young children, in the baby, I'm from someone I can't stand it. Mutujina, Eba Luba. I feel good. Nenya Honka. I said that good God. Yami Papa. Hey, about the set machine. I don't know you should be. That machine. I don't know you should be. All right, my brother, man. Nice one. Someone Jana Sawyer, ABC, Samapangino, Daniel Sawyer, Codeine, Epa, and the Sobran and Sawyer, Warren, President. Waiting there. Waiting there. President, he said, Mitchell, one. He said, Ayazi. He said, Mitchell, one. He said, Brother, I say, where? I'm not going to say where. Someone out there. I'm not going to say where. You're going to go one more time now. I'm not going to say where. So. Thank you very much.
I believe when he's walking off, we should be clapping until he sits down. We shouldn't stop clapping. This is a man who's over 70 years old, and he's keeping you going. I guess he's having a chat in the back, so would like to thank all of you for showing up. A couple of days. Yesterday was all talk, but it was very sensible talk, very deep talk. A lot of people who brought all kinds of things, and it's not too late. You can still put your thoughts together and send it to us on the email address info@acpagh.org. No idea is too small. Think about how we can grow the industry so you can benefit. And that's the idea about this conference. Today has been about remembering people. We didn't remember everybody. There are people in this building who retired, our air conditioners, cleaning our carpets, securing our vehicles while we enjoyed ourselves, who we never recognize. All of those people matter. They may not have been dancers or drummers. They may not have sang or acted. For an air conditioning maintenance person, at least would recognize them by mentioning their names so that their families will feel respected for the dedication of their son or father or mother. Once again, we'd like to thank everybody. Yesterday when I was mentioning names, apparently I left a few out and people weren't happy. It comes like that. Thankfully, God, when he created us, he didn't say we are machines. He says we're human beings. And so we're allowed to forget things. It does not mean that you're not appreciated. And everybody who has shown up, we're very thankful to you. When an artist puts together a product, I use product in a commercial sense, they expect somebody to buy it. In other words, when an artist puts together a show like you've seen tonight, they expect an audience to enjoy it. Thank you for coming. It's very important that you came. It means a lot to all of us. This is something of a pioneering program. We're hoping a year from now we'll do even better, be stronger, participation will be deeper, we'll have more people around, we'll have a whole lot of people to appreciate, and we'll enjoy ourselves. Maybe next year we'll have cocktails outside and a big screen with all kinds of things going on. People listening to poetry and all the spontaneous spoken word. Apioko's in the audience. She should have gotten up and given us one of her lovely pieces. And a whole host of other people, and closet poets like me would come out and probably perform. That's the kind of dream that performing arts offers us. That's why we must treasure it. This is human gold, and we must enjoy it, and that's what we seek to achieve. If you leave me out, talk and talk all night. So I'll just cut it off by saying thank you to everybody. Please let the message go out. Next time they hear something is happening in the National Theatre, they shouldn't expect anything less than this beautiful performance by our people here. The National Theatre performers, the staff, they're international standard in my humble opinion. We don't treat them well. In the same way, there are people out there. I saw Robert Cly in the audience, a dancer. There are a whole host of others out there who are good. If we, the people, don't regard them, then who are we? Have a good evening. Thank you for coming.